Side Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And joining us from the sidelines is David Aldridge. We've got the San Antonio Spurs taking on the San Antonio Spurs. And the Spurs start out with the ball. So with Ginobili on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. We've got Green. Duncan is out there with Aldridge. Then it's Tony Parker. And it's Leonard in at the 3 slot.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Parker passes to Leonard. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker.
Leonard so focused, didn't even notice the defender.
Knocked away. Leonard with the steal. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
On the wing, Green. To the middle. Here's Aldridge. Good D by Barnes.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
Here's Wembanyama. And the Spurs scoring again.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat. Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot.
And that one's good by Aldridge.
Well, the defense wasn't really bothered by the screen, but he still managed to convert.
Parker with the steal. Duncan at the elbow. That one falls.
And Duncan just superb when he gets in close to the basket. Has a number of moves to choose from, and that soft, delicate touch near the rim.
Here's Castle. Outside for Wembanyama. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Now here is Aldridge. The layup missed. Pass to Castle. Spurs passing it around.
Yeah, easy call.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
That's good from Barnes. Ginobili, he's checked in for Green. Barnes hits them both.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Parker looking around. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Spurs leading by 3. Here's Wembanyama. And he makes the 8-footer. Wembanyama has got 7 points in the game.
And Wembanyama's ability to pick and pop from anywhere on the floor puts defenders on their heels.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
Well, let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Yeah, I like the timeout here. The coaching staff needs to get these guys regrouped and refocused.
To halt the run, and the dunk by Duncan.
Yeah, and at 7-1, Duncan is a problem in the paint. Outstanding with his extension there and just hammering it home.
Now, here's Fox. Pass to Vassell. Wembanyama outside. Inside. Fox. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Fox has got his second basket of the game.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Ginobili, that's good.
A very reliable shooter. Once Ginobili has the ball, you know what he's going to do with it.
Pass to Castle. From the corner, and it's San Antonio with another.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
There's the 3, and again, it's the Spurs from deep.
And that quick shot by Fox is something you know he has worked on religiously. Nice finish.
Right side, Leonard. Aldridge up on top. Leonard against Vassell. And it's a great finish! Oh,
oh my.
And I got to say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still, a magnificent move to the rim. To the inside. Barnes. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Harrison Barnes. Johnson comes in for Devin Vassell. And it's Harper in for Castle. San Antonio also making some changes. Splitter's checked in for Duncan. Diaw comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Mills in for Parker. Now, Ginobili the pass to Diaw. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. It's going to go on Keldon Johnson.
And Boris Diaw, one of those guys that creates so many problems for opposing teams because of his incredible versatility on that front line.
San Antonio making a switch here. Champagne's checked in. And Diaw drops them both. Spurs leading by 3. Got a piece of it. And the officials into the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Spurs ball.
And so it's San Antonio with it. Here's Ginobili. Score the basket. His second of 2 attempts.
And the touch from Ginobili. So clever and confident on the interior.
Champagnie passes to Harper. Johnson surveying the floor. There's the pass to Harper. Rebounded by the Spurs. And the points coming for them now, Greg in bunches.
And we're seeing what...
Oh, wow! What a great move inside.
That is incredible.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
A lot of give and take between these sides early.
Yeah, and both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
A big-time effort for De'Aaron Fox, providing a lot of energy for the San Antonio Spurs. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We've got more in store for you right after this. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for San Antonio?
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And we also have seen them continue to fire from deep. With the results they're seeing, you can understand why.
The forwards for him, Johnson and Sohan. Then there's Harper. And it's Champagnie in at the shooting guard. That's the San Antonio 5. 5 on the clock. Here's Champagnie. Green with the block. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Castle's checked in for the Spurs.
Now into the lineup for your Spurs, Castle.
San Antonio leading. Ginobili outside. Duncan outside. They kick it out to Green. Duncan outside. Shot clock at 5. Parker finds Aldridge. And it's good on the assist by Parker.
Assisted by.
And now it's a 3-point San Antonio lead. Aldridge has gone 2 of 4 from the field. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin. Greg Popovich is guiding a young Spurs team that's hoping to return this franchise to the dominance that saw 5 titles since 1999. Pop said the standards haven't changed. Be very direct, demand, be fair, and love them. They got to know you care about them. So it's all the same formula from 25 years ago to today. Kevin?
It's an interesting story, David. Thank you. And, of course, as a Hall of Famer, you bringing that to us? Perfect. Harper, no good. That's tipped. Harper with the steal. Over Ginobili. The kick out to Harper. Johnson, wide open, he fires. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
You know, some guys who rely on their strength aren't great shooters. Johnson, though, is in a different category.
That's a 2 from Parker. Here's Aldridge. Duncan trying to break loose. Sohan, the pass to Johnson. And the dunk by Sohan.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
Here's Castle. Still scoreless. This one for 3. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Parker outside. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3. Them one on Castle. The Spurs have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Parker taking 3 shots.
Free throw drops in for Tony Parker.
And Parker just so skilled at marching his way to the stripe. He just has an endless amount of cunning moves that consistently frustrate the opposition.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Victor Wembanyama is checked in for Luke Cornett. Barnes comes in for Sohan. Vassell, he's checked in for Johnson. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Harper. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. 3-point lead. Nobody's getting that high, but Wembanyama.
The perfect lob partner. Wembanyama with elite hand-eye coordination.
And Diaw kicks to Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Spurs leading by 3. Here's Castle. Green with the block. Leonard on the wing. Oh, and the chain by Leonard.
And the future Leonard has is certainly bright, especially if he can score like this.
And now the first timeout called here for the Spurs.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
And this is when a coach earns his paycheck. Analyze the situation and give your players the information they need to succeed.
Mills, who's checked in for San Antonio. San Antonio with the ball. On the wing, Barnes. And he banks in the layup. Barnes has got 8.
And that's what you like to see right there. A solid move to give himself some room and take it inside.
Green inside the 3-point line. And the Spurs scoring again. San Antonio leading. Right side, Fox. That one drops for him.
And sometimes Fox just can't be contained. I mean, he plays with so much heart and passion and terrific at scoring even when he gets bodied up.
The Spurs shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. And the Spurs making a change here. Champagne's checked in.
1 shot. Free
throw good, Fox. Spurs trail by 4. We've got 1:28 left in the first half of basketball. Fox with the steal.
Spurs foul.
For San Antonio, they've gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. Free throw good, Fox.
And I really love Fox's game. He's got a ton of room to grow, but boy, does he play with intensity.
On the wing, Green. Out to the right wing. The 3 for Mills. Poked loose. Leaps for it. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. 1:03 left to play in the first half. Vassell against Leonard. 4 on the clock. Leonard battling for 2.
And I appreciate Leonard's feel for the game. Already seems to know all the angles.
Floats it up for Wembanyama.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. It's stolen. Wembanyama looking it over. Took him no time at all on that one. Wembanyama's got the lead up to 8 now for the Spurs. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
Yeah, when Fox gets into a rhythm, he is tough. Having himself a night.
From deep, Green drops in the tray. Green's got 5 now. 9 seconds left to play here in the half. Mills with the steal. That will count. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low.
Please give a big round of applause for
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. De'Aaron Fox was on fire in the first half. He had 16 points, 3 steals, and 1 assist. This has been a bounce-back game for him after some struggles their last time out. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on how San Antonio played?
The three-point shot was their best friend. I agree with the strategy. When it's working, take advantage of it. I don't really like it. Live by the jumper, die by the jumper. But tonight, they're living and they're living good, baby.
Kenny, how do you think San Antonio played?
The energy on D stood for disappointment. They were slow to rotate. The communication was bad. No effort. I mean, the intensity on that end of the floor, where it needs to be, was just not there.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. It's been one outstanding game from De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
So with Ginobili on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. They've got Aldridge, Parker out there with Green, and it's Duncan, and it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. Back to Aldridge. And the jam by Aldridge.
Imposing his will on the interior. LaMarcus taking the contact and finishing through the play.
Here's Vassell. No scoring in this one. Tipped away. Here's Leonard. Here's the drive. And then Leonard with the dunk.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
And stolen by Leonard. Leonard, full speed ahead.
Plenty of power behind Leonard's drive. He knows to put his head down and just go right into the defense.
The Spurs have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5.
Kawhi Leonard taking 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Both shots good from the stripe. And so Fox will bring it up for San Antonio. Parker with the steal. Goes up. And the dunk by Parker.
Yeah, and even though he's a little older now, Parker still possesses exceptional speed. He really turns on the Jets in transition for easy looks like that one.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
Yeah, it's basically a layup line. You're not going to win many games if you can't offer more resistance than that.
And that one, good.
And just attacking the paint. Vassell knows better than to hold back.
Ball's knocked loose. Green finds Duncan. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Marcus Aldridge grabs the miss.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, that's one he'd like to have back. Those are the opportunities you have to convert.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Some changes here for the Spurs. Luke Cornett comes in for Victor Wembanyama. And Keldon Johnson subbed in for Vassell. And San Antonio also making a switch. Ginobili's checked in. Goes up off the inbound. And Fox finishes it off. Fox has got 20.
Nice work inside from the smaller Fox. So cunning and crafty around the rim.
They get a hand on it. Here's Johnson. The shot that time, not on target. Great D that time from Leonard. Here's Aldridge. Good D by Barnes. Here's Duncan, and Duncan throws it down.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
And he's good on the three ball.
Well, they have to be thrilled with how reliable he's been tonight.
Down low, here's Parker. Got a piece of it. And a fast break now for the Spurs. And the basket by Castle. Now it's a 6-point San Antonio lead. Parker against Fox. And Tony Parker hits from deep. Parker's got 8 points.
While Parker does not take many threes, when he does, you just have a feeling it's going in.
And Fox gets it to go.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. De'Aaron Fox stays in attack mode. Says people don't want to guard somebody that's going to attack them on every possession. You can't get that break. You can't take any plays off. And with his speed, Kevin, that is a lot to deal with.
A ton, David, to deal with. No question. VA thanks. San Antonio calls timeout.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics of these huddles.
Well, as a coach, you want to cover just one or two major points. That way guys can absorb it and go out and execute.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Jeremy Sohan comes in for Barnes, and it's Harper in for Castle. San Antonio also making some changes. Splitter's checked in for Aldridge. Joseph comes in for Kawhi Leonard. It's Mills in for Tony Parker. Outside, Fox. Duncan with the block.
He's the defensive anchor for this team. Duncan excels at reading shooters and then altering their shots.
Here's Harper, and they'll get another chance, and they get it back. Goes up again. Cornett can't get it to go.
Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
And here's Joseph for three. That shot off. Good work defensively by Johnson. Harper the pass to Sohan. Fox buries it down low. Fox has got 12 points here in the second half.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Ginobili attacking. Shot is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down to 4 again on the bucket from Splitter.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
And it's Fox with the jam.
Yeah, Fox has got great leaking ability, and he likes to get up off the ground there for the flush.
Mills passes to Duncan. And Duncan throws it down hard.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
Here's Cornett, and it's blocked. 3-on-3. Ginobili with the three. They get it back. Here's Duncan. Good. And now just a 2-point Spurs lead.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket. And how about the terrific use of the crossover there to just throw the defender off balance.
A big-time effort for De'Aaron Fox, providing a lot of energy for San Antonio. And his big game just keeps getting bigger. That quarter sees him get over 30 points. We'll get right back to the action when we return. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Well, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Johnson and Wembanyama make up the 4 and the 5. Then there's Devin Vassell. Then it's Castle. And it's Champagny in at the 2 guard. That's the San Antonio 5. Parker outside. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Spurs leading by 5. Here's Vassell. And it's sent back by Leonard. Parker outside. The Spurs rebound. Here's Aldridge. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Johnson. The Spurs also changing it up. There's Diaz checked in for Aldridge. And Ginobili subbed in for Leonard. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
During that break, Greg Popovich really had some strong advice for his team. And he's not pleased with the perimeter game on both sides of the ball. He told his guys, we aren't working hard enough out there. We need to shut down the perimeter on defense, and on offense, we have to focus from good to great. Guys.
Okay, David, thanks. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Spurs Youth Dance Team.
And the Spurs making a change here. Leonard's checked in. On defense, the Spurs. They've played a great 4th quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Buries it from 3-point range.
You see the confidence Parker has in his jump shot. You got to guard the Frenchman better than that.
And the dunk by Parker.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
Yes, to Castle. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep 3-point territory. A rebound by the Spurs. Duncan's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
And good to see Leonard drawing these types of fouls, showing some confidence on offense.
And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Spurs?
Well, the defense hasn't done nearly a good enough job of getting back in transition, and they've taken advantage, racking up fast break points against them.
And you also have to applaud how they've been able to create turnovers and then convert those on the offensive end.
Going inside, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Leonard gets off the ground in a hurry when he's got a head of steam. Explosive move there to the bucket.
On offense, here are the Spurs. They've led by as much as 10. Duncan with it. And Duncan throws it down.
How about the concentration from Duncan? Doesn't budge, even in the biggest of moments.
San Antonio calls timeout.
And Coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
Yeah, you have to take a timeout in a situation like this. Stop the bleeding a bit and regroup.
And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Kawhi Leonard.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything. How about the rookie putting a big shot? Wembanyama showing us he can beat those high expectations.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Without question, De'Aaron Fox displaying his skills today.
Well, shutting down his three-point production has to be top of mind for this coaching staff. A new defensive approach is a must.
A chance here to get a quick injury report.
Hey, Kevin, I chatted briefly with the head athletic trainer for San Antonio. Told me it's a sprained ankle. Of course, those can be tricky.
All right, David, thank you. Hopefully everything works out for him. Stolen by Ginobili. Lob pass to Duncan. And here's Leonard from three. Out to Parker. Outside, Ginobili. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got 6 assists now in the game. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And let's not forget how dominant they've been defensively. Great job of forcing some tough shots, often leading to blocks.
Well, you like how aggressive he is, making a play at the rim against length.
Yeah, showing absolutely zero fear as he goes right at the bigger defender.
There's the dish to Fox. And he gets the bucket. Fox has got 4 points this quarter.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
Duncan. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Here's Vassell. And it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession. Here's Wembanyama. Got it. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Good work inside. Leonard getting strong position there for the finish.
46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Vassell wide open. Good. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
That is a big-time shot from Vassell. This guy is a gamer.
To the paint. Here's Diaw. And Barnes sends it back.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Yeah, they need everything to break their way at this point if they're going to rally back.
San Antonio calls timeout. A different look now for San Antonio. Aldridge, he's checked in for Diaw. And it's Green and for Ginobili.
Into the lineup for the Spurs.
Fox against Parker. A three. He's off from three. Leonard on the wing. Driving to the basket.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. San Antonio calls timeout. They're down by 2. 6 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
no doubt, but they might have to draw up something that the defense isn't expecting.
And so it's San Antonio who scraped by with the win.
That's the end of the
This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And that about wraps it up. So for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. So long.